Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Read Wheel of Time. Today we are at chapter 38, which is called Maidens of the Spear, so we might get a election. I hope we do. Who knows? And perhaps we will find out who the weird figure was that crept up in the bushes next to Egwene and co. So let's just see what it is, and we have got the symbol of the wheel and Ouroboros. So it's might be a lore chapter. Okay, weird woman or man steps out of a bush and they activate Saida. Let's go. Oh, and she's now weaving. She's weaving air and fire into lightning. That's cool. We've not seen that before. That like the way they mix stuff. I think this might be the first time we see elements mixed, but I might be wrong. Oh, okay. So it's only a woman aged in the age range of Egwene, so that's why Nynaeve doesn't do anything apparently. So I hope she's a maiden of a spear and we get more Aiel. So let's go. Yeah, and Egwene is like, nope, not gonna stop channeling because she might be evil. Interesting. And Elaine let go of the glow of Saidar, but Egwene's like, yeah, you're unexperienced. I won't let go before I'm sure. Yeah. She was never a Sean-Chen prisoner. Yeah, nice line, nice character moment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. An Aiel woman, blue, green eyes and reddish hair. Is she one of the women that visited studying Tofu? Perhaps not. Probably not. Looking at her, Egwene felt a sudden odd affinity for the woman. She could not understand it. Perhaps because she looks like Rand. She looks like Rand's cousin. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, see, I was right. I knew. Yeah. What under their light are Aiel doing here? They never leave the waste, not since the Aiel War. Yeah, what are they doing here? I mean, we know, or it's likely that they look for the Dragon Reborn, but yeah, okay. So Egwene is a bit confused. She's not afraid of the Aiel woman. So yeah. Okay, and Egwene does not fear anyone other than her trained sister because she can use the one power. Okay. Oh, my name is Avienda of the Nine Valleys Sept of the Tar Isle. Okay, hello Avienda. I am Farderis May, a maiden of the spear. Yeah, we got that from the title on the Gwen's musing, but good confirmation. Yeah. Okay, and she's like, yeah, you Aes Sedai? I know women like you. Our elders are sometimes like we have Aes Sedai as elders, but they are called wise ones, but they're basically the same. So are you from the White Tower? and Gwen's like, wait, why did you say we? There's no one here. There's probably like they're probably in the sand like the Fremen are. So yeah, be careful. Okay, and Gwen's now a bit confused, and she thinks about, yeah, where are they hiding? If they had bows, could they hit me and stuff? They're in the sand. They're in the sand below your feet, probably. We are women of the tower, Nynaeve said calmly. Okay. Whether you would consider any of us wise is another matter. What do you want? I love Nynaeve. She's grown so much. Avienda smiled. She was really quite lovely, Egwene realized. The grim expression had masked it. Okay. Oh, one of us lies gravely hurt, perhaps dying. The wise ones often heal those who die, and I've heard Aes Sedai can do more. Will you aid her? Yeah, help them. Help them. Having Aiel on your side is always good, so help them. A friend of hers is dying. She sounds as if she's asking if we'll lend her a cup of barley flour. Yeah. I'll help her if I can. I cannot make promises, Avienda. She may die despite anything I can do. Yeah, Nynaeve says that probably to be like if she dies, then Avienda wouldn't say like, "Yeah, you killed her." Yeah, like make it clear from the beginning. Death comes for us all. We can only choose how to face it when it comes. I will take you to her. Okay, great. So now we know their belief a bit. I think we've heard this before. Death comes for all of us. I remember that, but I don't remember if it was another Aiel man or woman. Okay, so they were in the grass and in a little fold in the ground, and they were hiding. Yeah, it's pretty Fremen-like. Yeah, very like it's like they know the surroundings. That's what I mean. Like they know surroundings. I not like that they use them. And they had wheels on. Yeah, so they were prepared to like fight to the death. So a long bladed knife to belt at her waist and a bristling quiver for the other side. Okay, so they have a bow made from horn. I wonder what animals they hunt to get them. And short spears. I mean, they're called spear maidens of the spear. So why would they not have spears? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now they're with them. Egwene's a bit skeptical, but they go with them. Let's see where they go. I am Elaine of Horst Trakand, daughter heir to Morgacy, Queen of Endor. And Egwene's like, why would you tell her that? Yeah. Yeah, why would you tell her? I mean, she's honest. Yeah, and Egwene's like, you fought them. I am Bane of the Black Rock Sept of the Sharad Aiel. I am Chiat of the Stones River Sept of the Goshian Aiel. So why are they like from different septs or whatever it's called? Why? Why are they not from the same? Like, don't they go out from the same one? Now they look at Egwene like, why don't you tell who you are? I am Egwene Elvire, daughter of Marin Elvire of Emansfield. In the Two Rivers, yeah. You are first sisters. Egwene says yes and Elaine says no. So what do they mean? Okay. First sister are women who have the same mother. Second sisters means their mothers are sisters. Okay. And Elaine knows that because she's well read. Good, Elaine. Very good. We neither of us know a great deal of your people. I asked you to excuse our ignorance. I sometimes think of Egwene as a first sister, but we are not bloodkin. I like that. So Elaine is like, I like that. So because she's probably been raised to be a diplomat a bit. Very cool. I like that so much. That's cool. Cool writing. It really fits with Elaine. I really do like that. Then why do you not speak the words before your wise ones? But Bane and I became first sisters. How? How does that work? What? But you just said whatever. And the Queen's like, how can you become first sisters? Either you have the same mother or you do not. Yeah. I do not mean to offend. Most of what I know about the maidens of the spear comes from the little Elaine has told me. I know you fight in battle and don't care for men, but no more than that. Elaine nodded. The way she had described the maidens to Egwene had sounded much like a cross between female waters and the Red Archer. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I can see that. We do not care for men, she had murmured, as if puzzled. They probably do. What you say comes near truth, yet misses it completely. When we wed the spear, we pledge to be bound to no man or child. Some to give up the spear for a man or a child. Okay, so you can say like, yeah, okay, I'm done with spearing people. I'm gonna go have a child now. But once given up, the spear cannot be taken back. Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's clever because if you have a child, you probably have a different like. Can you even fight a war if you have a child? Like, perhaps a defensive one, but an aggressive one. Like because they feel a bit aggressive sometimes. Though I might be completely wrong on this. I don't really know. Or if she is chosen to go to Ruidean, a wise one cannot be wedded to the spear. Yeah, we've heard that. Go to Ruidean. What was that? We didn't know. I didn't know last time. It was brought up. So that's where the wise women go. Okay, that is true. Though some try to struggle against it. Yes, they do. Okay. But I have gone far from the trail of my explanation. Bane went on. Yes, you have, but I enjoyed it. The maidens do not dance the spears with one another even when our clans do, but the Sharid Aiel and the Goshian Aiel have held blood feud between them over 400 years. So Chiat and I felt our wedding pledge was not enough. Okay. Okay. So they are married. So they married. So Chiat and Bjorn, Chiat and Bane married, and then you can become real sister because obviously you are like. So what this means is like a relationship, um, like I would say like the connection of two wed people is very deep. Like they become a family. You know what I mean? So that's why they are first sisters. Then that makes sense. I think. Is that what they mean? Okay, and then we went to speak the words before the wise ones of our clans, she risking her life in my hold and I in hers, to bond us as first sisters. And they got each other's backs, and neither will let a man come to her without the other. Okay. Oh, okay, but they would accept a man, but the man would have to accept both of them in their heart, I assume. I don't know. I made the truth clear enough to you, Egwene. Yes, Egwene said faintly. Not red Archer, green maybe. A cross between Waters and Green Archer, and I do not understand another thing out of that. Yeah, me neither. Like, is that like a very deep wedding pledge they have when they become first sisters? Because they become a family? If the two of you feel you are first sisters, you should go to your wise ones and speak the words. But you are wise ones, though young. I do not know how it would be done in that case. Yeah, they can't do it themselves, probably, so. And Egwene now imagines Elaine and her sharing the same man, right? But I don't think that's gonna happen. I do not think there's need for that yet. Egwene and I already got each other's backs. Yeah, they're really good friends. I like that. Or is the wedding thing something I misunderstood? Because now she says again, wed to the spear. Doesn't mean that like the spear is this abstract concept, obviously, and you are wedded to that. And if you are wedded to the spear, everyone's the same. So everyone who's wedded to the spear is like a loose family, and then if you like proclaim yourself sisters, like you get even closer, like your real family then. And I assume it's not like it's not romantic between those two, if I understand that correctly, but it's more like yeah, the sisterly love, really, like the sister part is really emphasized, like sister blood, this close link. That's what they like create with that in a way. Like, yeah, this is complicated, but I think I got it now. Yeah, so they are not like wed to each other, they are both wed to the spear, and that's why they are like one in a way. But they wanted to be closer because they are good friends, and they wanted to be like sisters, and that's why they spoke the words. I assume that I think that's it. So if I'm wrong on this, just correct me. But yeah, yeah. Who would lift a hand against a wise one? This confuses me. What meat have you forgot in your bags? Yeah. If you knew what happened, oh man. Okay, so we've got two more Aiel. Jolien of the Salt Flat Sept of the Nakai Aiel, and Dailin of Avienda Sept and Clan. Okay. Okay, so she took a sword. That's bad. Oh, okay. So okay. So they went into the land. They're probably also looking for rent or the one or whatever they say, and then they ran into soldiers. Carrion soldiers? Yeah, carrion soldiers, because Carrion did, like, the Carrion King burned the tree sapling, if I remember correctly. Avendasora sprout, sapling, whatever. The Avendasori is offspring, so to speak. And that's why they call them oath-breaking tree killers. And yeah, so they thought they were bandits, and they're stupid. They didn't see their red hair, and then they got mauled, but they didn't took a sword. Okay. Have you moved her since she was hurt? There is scabbing, but it has been broken. She wanted to die near water. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, God. Why does it make me so emotional? She wanted to. Okay. She wanted to die near water. I love that. That's so meaningful. I know it's stupid, but I really like that. That's so. That sentence, wow. He wanted to die because it reminds me of my favorite part of Messiah, Dune Messiah, where the Fremen see the ocean for the first time. Yeah. Fools. You could have killed her moving her with an injury like that. She wanted to die in your water. Just because you carry weapons like men doesn't mean you have to think like them. Don't be mean, Nynaeve. Okay, and she has her herbs. She makes her a herb drink, I think. And okay, so Chiad and Bane are a bit afraid of the river. Yeah, I mean, I understand. If we had not brought her here to the river Aes Sedai, we would never have found you and she would have died anyway. That is true as well, so the wheel, whatever. Probably the wheel. Okay, now Nynaeve's like, yeah, following times make blood and Dogbird was for knitting pleasure and heal of course, and yeah, and we're gonna do this. Yeah, now we're gonna whirl it around and now it's finished. Now drink this. I don't know. The wise one used herbs, Aes Sedai, but I had not heard that Aes Sedai used them. And Nynaeve's like, yeah, I do. I love that. Nynaeve's like very, very proficient. Like, what do you say? Like there are things she knows better than Aes Sedai because of her upbringing. And I wonder if every Aes Sedai, like, because many go there probably young, at young ages. So I think for those, they don't learn that much at home, but for, like, Nynaeve's pretty old. So she already had a lot of knowledge before that might add to the Aes Sedai knowledge and stuff. She truly does sound like a wise one, yeah. She adopted Bane softly, and the other women give a tight nod. Great. Do not be offended, Egwene said carefully, but I notice you are all uneasy about the river. It does not grow violent unless there is a storm. You could swim in it if you wanted, though the current is strong away from the banks. Lane shook her head. No. And yeah, you're like, I saw a man, a Shinaran, do this swimming once. It's so cool. And Egwene's now confused. I don't understand. I know there isn't much water in the waste, but you said you were Stone's River Sept. Surely you have swum in the Stone's River. Swim? Julian said awkwardly. I mean, to get in the water? All that water with nothing to hold on to? Aes Sedai, before I crossed the Dragon Wall, I had never seen a flowing water I couldn't step across, the Stone's River. Some claim it had water once, but that is only boasting. There are only the stones. Yeah. Okay, and we get some backstory of the Aiel. So there was the High Plain Sept, and that seems to be an ancient sept. And in time, several groups spread from that sept to go into the waste and populate it and live there. That's cool. Though I know that in real deserts there is water time, water season. Like I think it's every so and so many years only, but there is definitely a lot of water sometimes in deserts. So I wonder why it's not in that desert in the Aiel Waste. Why is there no water? Or perhaps I'm not versed enough in geography and like these kinds of things. But I think I read that in deserts there's like every 10 years or so, I don't know, some number of years, but not 100, like more than 10, like it's more than 10 years than 100 years, if I remember correctly. Like it's not that often, but it happens that there's a lot of water and the desert floods. I think it's in this Disney movie, like The Desert Lives or whatever. They showed it all the time when I was young, so. Oh, and yeah, Gwen noticed that she had not soothed them. She had put them even more on edge. Yeah, make them more afraid of water. Great. Yeah, and she's now trying to channel air and hold them. Why, Gwen? Why is so, yeah. Why is she so afraid? Probably because the Shonchan have, okay, so the Shonchan left a scar on her, I think. And Elaine's like, what are you doing, Gwen? Calm down. I would never harm an Aes Sedai. I would have, you know that. Whether Dalen lives or dies, it makes no difference in that. I would never use this against any woman, and you are Aes Sedai. That is so cool. Yeah, there's this honor code that I suspected there was one in the Aiel, that they have this deep, weird, perhaps sometimes honor code, but I like that. I knew that. No one knows much of your people, but I was taught that Aiel never harm women unless they are, what did you call it, wedded to the spear. Yeah. And Bane's like, yeah, it's not exactly, Elaine. It's not exactly. If a woman not wedded came at me with weapons, I would drop her until she knew better of it. Yeah. Yeah, men can be strange, okay. Of course, but so long as we do not try to attack with weapons, you will not harm us. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. And Gwen's like, fine. And it goes this side up. Okay, now Dailin has to drink, and it tastes horribly apparently, but she has to drink. It is said that once, before the breaking of the world, we served the Aes Sedai, though no story says how. We failed in that service. Perhaps that is the sin that sent us to the threefold land I do not know. Okay. Some random heavy lore drop. I like that. Okay. So Aes Sedai before the breaking were Lews Theren's Aes Sedai and Ilyena and all the others. So that's interesting. So the Aiel were perhaps the proto-warders. Like, were they the warders, and then because they did something or something happened, or the Dark One, like, perhaps so discontent somewhere, or whatever happened. I'm sure we'll find out what happened. I hope so. This is cool. So, and then they were sent to the waste to atone for some sin. Almost like it reminds me a very, very, very bit of the Garden of Eden story where Adam and Eve are sent out. Very, very barely only, but it's like they were like they had their gods, the Aes Sedai, they served them, and this was probably good, and something happened and they betrayed them somehow, and then they were sent into the harsh world. Yeah, interesting. It's not a lot of in common, but I get the vibes of that story. I don't know why. No one knows what the sin was except maybe the wise ones or the chief clans, and they do not say. Okay, so some people might still know it, so please go with them to the Aiel Waste down the line, and I want to know this. I want to know this. I hope through reading on and finding out, I will find it out, and it's not something that's never brought up again. But knowing Jordan, this is gonna be very important, I guess. It is said if we fail the Aes Sedai again, they will destroy us. Okay, so it was pretty bad what they did. Drink it all, Nynaeve muttered. Swords and muscles, no brains. We're not going to destroy you, Elaine said. As you say, Aes Sedai, but the old stories are all clear on one point. We must never fight Aes Sedai. If you bring your lightnings and your balefire against me, I will dance with them, but I will not harm you. Wow. That is interesting. That is new information that I didn't think we would get, and wow. Okay. Okay, so they wouldn't harm Aes Sedai even if they got attacked by them. They would just take it because they think it's their fate and because the wheel wants it. That's what they think probably. Or whatever belief they have. Stabbing people. Stabbing women. Balefire. Avienda, what is balefire? Yeah, what is balefire, Avienda? Do you know? Tell me, because I've heard this twice now. And I never knew what it was. What is it? Is it like Greek fire? Might be like Greek fire or Amaterasu, something like that. Like if you don't know, you probably do. But like Greek fire is this fire that the legend says they threw at I think Persian ships, and this didn't stop burning even in the water. I think did Archimedes or Pythagoras created? Like it was a very very one of the Greek mathematicians slash physicists. And I think it was Archimedes. It might have been Pythagoras. I'm not sure. One of those, or it might have been someone else that's like that. And Amaterasu is in Japanese culture, I think. At least that's what I know from Naruto. Yeah, shoot me. I know that from Naruto. But I think it's because I've seen it in more stories, Japanese stories. Like Amaterasu is like this black, like it's a god, I think, as well, but it's this dark fire that never stops burning as well. So balefire might be like that. Oh, and in Game of Thrones, what was it called? The fire that killed the Sept and that they used in the bay. I forgot. Probably because I try to forget the Game of Thrones late seasons, and yeah. In the old stories, Aes Sedai wielded balefire. The stories make it a fearsome thing, but I know no more. Yeah, okay, so you blue balled me again. Thanks a lot. Perhaps the White Tower has forgotten much too. I knew of it in that dream or whatever it was. It was real as Teleranriot. I'd gamble with Matt on that, yeah. But I think we've heard it as well on another place. Didn't we hear it somewhere else? I know we heard it in her dream. I remember that. But I whatever might have been the only thing. No, right. Nynaeve snapped. Yeah, she's like still cursing at the guy who stabbed her. No one has the right to tear bodies so. It's not right. Is she angry? Avienda asked uneasily. It's alright, Elaine said. That's just Nynaeve. It is better than alright, Egwene added. She's getting angry and it is much better than alright. Oh, I'm so dumb. Yeah, she's doing this to get angry, to cast. I see, that's so good. So she's getting herself riled up because of the stabbing and stuff. So she gets angry and then she uses the one power as well in addition to her herbs. I love that. Oh, that's such a... I'm so sorry, I should have gotten that earlier. Because it's out of character, because Nynaeve is now very composed since she had the test and stuff and all of that. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind. Every time Nynaeve really gets angry, it might be because of land stuff, then I think it's real. And perhaps also many times she's doing it to cast. Okay, yeah, and so she like tried to revive her or mend her wounds with Shaidar. Okay. What Nynaeve had done in those few seconds had seemed like weaving 4 carpets at once while blindfolded. So she did a really, really intricate weave that she cast into her. That's so badass. Oh, Nynaeve's so badass. There was no wound, no scar, only healthy skin, considerably paler than Dalen's face. With a grimace, Nynaeve took the bloody clothes, stood up, and threw them into the river. Wash the rest of that off her, and put some clothes back on her. She's cold, and be ready to feed her. She will be hungry. She knelt by the water to wash her hands. Oh God, please make them be like, oh, you saved us, I like you, let's go together to, where are they going, Tyr? Oh, that would be so bad as if they went with them to Tyr, please. Please go with them now. I love the Aiel women. Oh, they're so cool. So we'll find out what happens tomorrow. And yeah, so I might not be able to do a chapter every day now because I am late with some other content and stuff, and I want to like till Christmas, and I think I said it before, till Christmas I want to finish this book definitely, but I also want to finish some other stuff I've got hanging, like yeah. So anyway, I hope you liked this. If you did, consider liking, subscribing, and yeah, I hope we see each other soon, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.